Yes, I need to pray, Father. Bless us all. We're not trying to be enemies, most of us that have a brain and a heart. We're not trying to take nobody's stuff. We're not trying to negotiate anybody's freedom. We're just wanting to exist. And we thank and praise you for your goodness, mercy, and grace, and power, and joy, and love, and peace. We look to you now that you may cover all of us as your chosen, as your people of God, as all of your creation. We are all created by you. Humble us, despite the fact that it may expose corruption, but humble us all because I got a good feeling, Father God, that you're about to come through here and dismantle this stuff because these people are only always trying to benefit themselves. What's the highest price I can get? It's never in the favor of people that need it the most. It needs to be balanced. And God, I know you're ready to do it by force, where you shut down all of this and ain't talking about man-made, where these do not open again. These structures and these deals, all these agreements and contracts that disadvantage people. It doesn't matter the race or what people call themselves in politics. It's a humane, godly, fair, just thing. And people never follow that model. You've seen it century after century. And I hear you saying, enough. I'm going to pop this bubble if they don't. I'm going to pop this pimple. I'm going to pop this cyst. I'm going to pop this tumor. I'm going to pop this cancer. I'm going to pop it. I'm going to burn it out. So they may not have the strength. They're wicked. They may not have the information on how to do it. They're not spiritual doctors. They may not have the heart to understand how they are disadvantaging so many. We're not talking about no political thing. It's a human thing. It's a personal thing. It's a God thing. And I just hear God saying, if they don't do it, I'm going to do it. All these people that have served their time and the parole officer still can call them and tell them do something dumb. The warden can show up somewhere and be like, mm-hmm. And they never take these people out the system. They're always being monitored. They're always denied jobs. They're doing it to me now, and I ain't committed no crime. Imagine the people that actually had to live like that since 14, 15, juvenile hall, adult hall. I'm not saying just because they had a record and they were a kid that they were not violent and weren't showing signs of a dangerous adult. I'm not saying release those. I'm not saying you should or shouldn't. But there's absolutely people that people know were not guilty of anything. And these people are still being monitored. They're still blocked from jobs. They're still blocked from surviving, Father. There are women that somebody has started up a whole hate group against, a legal wannabe business organization, that if a man reports a woman as being in the way of whatever he really wants to do, whether it's child support, a relationship, a car, something that disadvantages this man unduly, unjustly, this organization will go after that woman, take those kids, give it to the man, and the man has whatever he want to do, and nobody's saying anything. Like they can get this lady locked up, they can make her sick, they can make her die, they can harm her, and this man will get his child support back, or somebody go give it to somebody else. Really? When does it end? People are just wanting to live. Why is there always a presence where there's someone always watching people that don't deserve it? There's always someone watching everybody for what? And then falsely, anybody can make up something, and voila, now they're piercing even harder with force. For what? A lie. Now you've harmed people's families, and you just, oh, my fault. And God says, no more. No more. We're not talking to the little bitter political pills here. We already know y'all desensitized. We already know. It's all about a vote. We get it. We ain't talking to y'all. Talking to people that still have a heart and understand. You ain't got to say or do nothing. And people keep telling you shut up and no. Because God said, warn these people. See, they're looking for some big performance. God don't perform like that. It can be massive people that just mysteriously get sick and have to go somewhere. There's people that will not enjoy the environment anymore, period. Just in their little shondo, they know they need to pack up and go somewhere. It don't matter the race. Don't matter what your political views are. Something is going to tell you, you better move out the way. And it's not that something's going to happen. It's more or less, God is just making people uneasy about being here. That's simply what it is. And you can defy him and stay. And you know in your heart, God is telling you to get on up the road. Ease on down the road, Toto and Dorothy. And you know it. It doesn't matter your race. It doesn't matter how you vote. Now, what's the solution to all this? This entire earth, which is what we're from, you need to listen to it. As they said, you see the animals responding. People are acting out irrationally. They're trying to organize and you know, put a little skill to it. But overall, is this ordained by God? Could be. Thing is, you need to know what you're supposed to be doing that God wants you to do. Not what you think is right, not what the devil is telling you, not because you're scared of somebody doing stuff, but you literally need to sit with God. And it can be all the noise in the world, it can be a whole war going on. God could tell you, go north. You need to ask him, do you mean go up the street? Do you mean go to the next city? Do you mean go north in this apartment? Do you mean go north to live? Do you mean go north driving to the store? What you mean go north? Give me understanding. What do you mean? Go north. Okay? This is what everybody needs to be doing right now. They need to stop while everything is supposedly shut down. And most of us are sitting home scratching our butts trying to figure out what the frick is going on. Why can't I not get a job? You know what I'm thinking? The systems are changing, and I'm trying to tell you. There are going to be some people that's going to be in the system. There's people that are not. The people that are in the system, you're in for a sweet ride, I think. You can figure that out. People that's not in the system, you're absolutely free from the foolishness. You're free to literally roam the world. Now, I don't know who thought it was their business. But again, if you plug into the machine, you're probably going to be one of those that has to get a chip, that has to get instructions, that has to be told what to do, that has to buy a certain way, live a certain way, barcoded a product. Watched and monitored all the time. The people that may not be in that little file, that group, those are the people that are absolutely sovereign. They don't even want you in their system because you don't belong in there. You're not a slave. You think for yourself. And that's not a bad thing. God is the provider. You don't need people to task master you and puppet you and tell you what to do. But some people like that. Some people like the game. That's all they know. They weren't open to anything else. And I promise you, God is going to make, people are going to make a permanent decision, which is not of God, except it is, let's see, I can't speak like that. All I know is It's not going to be in the people that believe in God's favor. The people that really believe and ain't just doing that little showcase. I'm a Christian. I'm a believer. I go to church. I'm so devout. I'm so adamant about what I say. None of that. If you're in that little race, you're not free. You playing the game. The game. I'm not putting anybody down. I'm not marching for freedom. I'm not saying the righteous, the woken, the nothing. I'm just saying, think for yourself for a moment. Do you really need people to tell you what to do and what you can't do? Do you really need people to be all in your business, getting you all upset, missing your prayers, missing your peace, missing your, as women, softness and protection? Because this thing here, it ain't got no love. It's a machine. You may have a husband, but I promise you, he probably just there because you're getting a good check. And you kind of cute. But most of these men ain't looking for cute. They're looking for a provider. And if you strong and you independent and you out here marching and you work every day and you got that check coming, it's showing up. I promise you, if you look like that's about to get lost and you ain't gonna have no money, the man gonna start getting fidgety. And he can have a good job too. But society teaches men to make sure you still have a man on your side, even though they're wearing a wig. They don't care. Child, please. I'm on the dating site, and I don't mean to be. And these people, you say you have some financial hardship. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, I'll feel better and move around. I had a conversation with a man. Oh, I'm at this hotel. I live with my mom. I'm in the basement. I got this whole thing, and my dad, and they're in their 80s and they're having so many health issues, and my mom is really cranky. Blah blah blah. This man is in his 50s. Yeah, I work for the city or the state. I do construction. I do something. I'm like, that's a good job. Okay. And he is the sister because I was telling him some of the situations that I'm dealing with because I'm honest. I'd have to, but why let somebody get so far in and like you and then spring it on them? Oh, hey, look, I'm having financial issues because people are stalking and hacking me and being weird and stealing all my stuff and took my kids. What? What? Now, he just got through telling me his little family drama with his mama and them and why he had to run away because it's stressful and a little pressure. He just need to probably find a little chick like me off of Facebook or somewhere and go, ooh, la, la, la. This is all I need for the weekend, babe. No. Mm-mm. So he said something. Let's see what he said. Oh, I was just explaining to him while I was sitting on the phone out of my business, working towards me figuring something out. And this man jumped into, don't go asking me for money. Oh my God, blah, 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 blah. I can't believe. Well, I'm like, what? I said, sir, not once have you heard me ask you for anything. I said, my family has agricultural land. I said, we are trying to figure out where everything at because nobody's telling me nothing and I need to know. I do. I want to know. Oh, I said, you sat here and told me about your family and how it's stressful for you to be there. And I listened. And the reason why you got a hotel room in a different city because of work and blah, blah, blah. And you're asking me to come and hang with there and you'll sleep on the couch and I'll be on the bed. And like, really? I said, but when I tell you my situation, oh, now it's a sad story and you think I might ask you for money. I said, well, I'm going to tell you a secret that maybe you don't know. First of all, you need to grow up and get your own space. I don't know your situation. Your parents may need you. I said, but two, you making $60 an hour. And you're telling me that you don't have a budget for a woman to just hang with, do things with, go out with. I said, at this age, you should absolutely have a budget for when you're meeting women. You should have a budget, something you're willing to share, period, once you've decided that you want to deal with this. Because I'm going to tell you something, sir. I don't care where you go in the universe. I don't care if this lady's a trillionaire, a centra millionaire, centra billionaire, whatever. She's going to want you to be able to be nice to her. So you need to practice figuring out who you want to deal with and say yes to. Because I don't care where in the world you go. If a lady act like she don't have no problems, she's acting. We all have problems. Society set it up where we will have problems. And we will need a man. And if you're not willing to do that, then go get the prostitute, pumpkin. You still gonna need some money. And you can find a lady that you enjoy, pick your budget and just shut up. Or you can go find one that comes whenever you want her to, but you're gonna pay somebody. Let's grow up. I meant what I said. So again, we all got a story. Everybody got a story. Like I said, he said and told me his story. He did. And apparently he needs company. I understand that. But if I tell you what I'm going through, and now don't go asking me for money. People always got these sad stories. You just told me a sad story. Did you want sex? What was the purpose of telling me your story? What's the purpose of you being on this dating site and you know you got that going on? That's what I need to know. Oh, see, it's okay in society for men to voice how they feel sexually. Very blatantly. They just had to stop. They just started telling years ago the construction workers, stop acting like gorillas and apes when you see women walking by. It is well known that men can be who they want to be out here. But if a woman tries it, now there's a national issue. Now we must go behind her and make sure she's not prostituting. Now we must see who she's with, what she's doing, how she did it. We got to go behind her all the time. Let's just see what she's doing because we don't have nothing else to do. Let's just make sure she's not into nothing she's not supposed to. But it's okay for men to solicit. It's okay for men to pursue and to almost, what? Do what? Be vocal about their needs. It's very okay for men to just say what they want at any time. It's very appropriate. That's how society's. Oh, to exploit. There you go. Any movies that have women in them, generally the women always got to look like a piece of candy, don't they? She got to always be skinny, souped up, and cute. Now, that's just a societal thing. Because they don't pretty much, most times, like juicy girls. They don't. They just don't. I'm not sure what I can imagine. But then there's that other question. Have you ever been with a white man? What? Have you ever been with a Latino man? What? Have you ever gone outside of your race? So listen, a good man is a good man. That's what counts. Yeah, but I want to know. See, I ain't got no answer for you. You already know the answer you want to hear. So you need to tell yourself that's what it is. I just told you. A good man has no race. I mean, he could be a good man that happens to be of a certain nationality. But if he's a good man, who cares? A man that knows how to treat women. A man that respects women's space. I know I'm not talking about some ghettoism. I mean, just generally having a good nature. A respectful countenance. A protective personality. Because, I mean, women alone are very catty. They're not very mature. They're always trying to size somebody. It's weird. Just do you. So now you got men that didn't raise their daughters a certain way. Or women are ignorant. Because some men be trying to tell their daughters, don't go that route. Don't be like that. Don't act like that. These old jazzy chicks, they ain't where the money. If you ain't got money, you ain't nothing. What? You ain't got none. What do you mean? Yeah, but I know how to get it. I'm a thief. I'm a Jezebel. What? What? Okay. Just catty. Very immature. You at work, you wear heels. She wants you to get hurt so she can wear them. She hurting. She wants you to hurt. That's a nut. She miserable. She wants you. That's cuckoo. Go get happy. Go do things you enjoy. You get money for whatever else. What? They be having their hair up there, all cute. Okay, have their little things out. Think they better than you. You need something? Who? It's right there. I think. Oh, yeah. Oh, why am I cramping? So yeah, you have to be discerning. Some people compete with you. You ain't even thinking about them. You living your best life, and they trying to make it bad. And God is going, I got you. I got you. So even when dating, you got the moms that are weird, always in their kids' business. Who he dating, and how much money he's spending, and if she like him, and if it's like, who asked you anything? Some of them be sending men to you. Now I've met women and men that wanted me to be with their sons, whether they were worthy or not. Okay, they liked me. I get it. But these folks that don't like nobody and always in their kids' face, always in their business, always got people in the background. If I was you, she, they, woo, woo. And it's like, go sit down in your wheelchair. Go wheel your oil wheels or something. Why are you all in these young people's business? They don't need you. You done rocked your life out. You miserable. Now you trying to tell your son who you like. And what you want to be the one that he likes anyway. You don't even want nobody else. Look. See this? What's the purpose of all this in the same space? Don't even like nobody. Just being a miserable little garbage can. Why do people do that? Just all up in their kids' business. Just can't have no kind of peace. Just always doing something. Listen, why is this loud? She and wherever she at. There's all this space in the house. I'm gonna go up front because she crazy. She can't help it. Anyone I'm in, they just gotta be somewhere in the background. Making noise. For what? So it's just amazing. Why? Then she gonna come up here. Because I'm trying to get away from her. Why is she sitting close to me? It's irritating. She ain't got nothing else to do. Miserable. I'm in the front, she in the front. I'm in the back, she in the back. Did I ask to be here? No. Point is, people need to go find something to do. Said they find money for what they want. But then, if you say, hey, here's something recreational so you can get out of my face. Oh, I don't have the money. Okay. So, the reason for this video, rant and rave, child. Life. Ain't knocking nobody. I'm keeping it real. Everybody needs to what? Learn to enjoy each other and stop being greedy. And I know greed is a death sentence. It is not the same as a regular death. Because again, it's a deadly sin. That doesn't sound like something you peacefully rest in. It always causes death somewhere. Love of money, root of all evil, right? It's the truth. And I don't know why somebody would be attached to money so hard except they're an ignorant child in an adult body. And they're recklessly just always pursuing an object. And it makes other people feel invisible. And these demon time people don't care. And the nicer you are, the dumber they are. The nicer you are, the dumber they are. They send in the dumbest people to play with you, I guess, because they figured their dumb nature will somehow be a mixed match to your kindness. So you're supposed to take their dumbness as weakness, and then they're supposed to rise up somehow, be an intelligent being, and take you out or something. And God is saying, I'm fenced to pop y'all bubble, this cyst, this fibroid. Says y'all don't want to remove the tumor, we're going to remove the tumor. And you ain't going to like the results. Because that tumor It's going to take some people out. And that's why some people are leaving. But guess what? God is reaching across the world. Look. Didn't I tell you? Oh, this the baby. God is reaching across the world, and he is about to snatch a whole bunch of people up. And ain't going to be no saving. It ain't going to be no saving. It's going to be people being extradited. Is that the word? It's not going to be nice. Why she always got gloom and doom? These are the end times. You have people that are speaking good, but then you have people that's telling you, although there's good, the saints need to be covered, but they still need the news. And I'm not saying I'm some news outlet for the gloom and doom. And again, you got these little folks that don't read their Bible. They don't go to no church to really teach anything about humanity or real love. And then they're sitting up judging you because people are trying to kill you and your kids. And they don't see it, they don't care. Some people know, and again, they're so demonized. They don't care. They're glad it's you. So they're going to play on that little political party bus. Keep making their little funds in the seat they got. Letting them lights flash and them numbers go up. They cool. They don't care. Genuinely. We get it. We'll mess with her views. We don't like her telling us that we're going to hell trying to save our souls and telling us we got to get right because we're going to be extracted from God. You live by the machine, you die by the machine. I'm trying to tell you, people playing this game, they're going to have to answer to the piper. Now, see, I already know there's no Oz. I know there's no Dorothy. There's no Toto. I know there's no Wicked Witch. This is a movie. And somehow it has come into real life. And people depict these movies, and it always ends up with the good person winning. Now, I don't care if y'all start making movies that show where the bad guy wins, and, that's okay. That's real life, too. But remember, when the movie stops, that could leave an impression on you. It's a movie. And it may happen in real life. But in hell, those people will raise their eyes if they don't repent, if God accepts. Now, a lot of us would love that when people are killing, stealing, and destroying and using political titles to do it, fooling the folks that ain't opened up their eyes yet and woke up. You love for folks to go to hell and pay for their support of the machine. Because that means you and your kids can't be rescued because they have demonized everybody to believe that, well, if you didn't vote, then there's no hope. All right. So they can traffic the child. See? But the dummies that ain't even got nothing to do with that part of the boat, see, they on the top with the folks. See? There's that pirated the ship. They took it, and now they're saying, we're going north, and there's them little Negroes. Yes, sir, I told you. Then you got people at the bottom, they don't even see this, rowing the boat, dying, sick. They don't care. As long as they can go down there and get their bread, and their numbers run up and they can feed themselves and their folks, they're going to keep it right that way, sir. They don't care. People out here crying, saying they need help. Well, you didn't vote. There's no hope. Right. Because you at the top with them folks. Got it. I get it. You don't care about the people at the bottom of the boat. Gotcha. We didn't ask to be down here, stupid. Well, you didn't vote, so. Nigga. Stupid. So you mean tell me the people that's riding this boat, it's okay for you to have hope because you ain't the one at the bottom. That's what you're saying. And they're just telling you, vote hope, huh? Because if you don't vote hope, ain't none. Say, oh, got you. Okay. As long as you're at the top, don't matter what they doing to the people. As long as you get the numbers and you get some bread. Gotcha. I get it. It's cosmetic. Get you. I get it. I get it. So the people rowing the boat at the bottom, And they're telling people, hey, you, the one that votes hope, go down there and tell them folks to pedal north. And they got to explain which way is north because they at the bottom, rowing, dying slowly. With chains on. For no reason. For what? Why are there chains on those people? Were they violent when you met them? No. Were they in fear when you showed up? Or were they grateful? Were they gracious and accommodating? But you put chains on them and now you want them to be succumbed. And then you got, again, the little Negroes at the top. He said go north. And then they come up and they get all the bread and all the numbers. The people at the bottom, B, blah, 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 blah. Hey, you guys, we're going to advertise you at the top when you get back to the land. You know, your land we stole. And y'all helping us steer the boat. Because we put your title on us. Thank you for the support. Now tell them people at the bottom, okay, you ain't nothing. You just peddling. They say go north. Because you and fuck that did fit and then motherfucker why you ain't got nothing. Hey, we're gonna give you ads when we get back. We're gonna promote you. Hey, this person's running for top Negro controller. That's right, that's me. Hey, telling people at the bottom keep rowing. We gotta get ready to go south. Okay. Yeah, sitting in my house on the computer. You ain't nothing. You ain't for my. You get an ad too, and you get an ad, and you get an ad, and you get an ad. Just cuss that person out. Okay, smoking my weed with my straws on my fingers. Hey, who getting cancer? Hey, don't treat your body. Hey, you get a bonus. Thank you for cussing that one out. Thank you so much. Okay, I could do more. Okay, yeah. Okay, I want everybody to cuss out today. Yes, sir. Pretty much.